What's going on, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got another review for you guys, and it is going to be a review of the beta version of Offensive Combat, so let's get into it. Now, from the gameplay, you can obviously see that this is a first-person shooter, but what is different about this first-person shooter is instead of downloading a launcher and doing all that kind of stuff that you would usually have to do for a free first-person shooter online game, is this one is completely run on browser. So it's really different, but it has got some negatives to it, besides, like, obviously the positives of it being easier for people to install, obviously, if you don't want to go through the hassle of installing a launcher or whatnot. But the negatives of this is it takes a very long time to load up. Even if you've got fast internet and a fast computer, it still takes forever, and I think that's because all the maps and all this kind of stuff is stored on servers. So it's kind of good on one hand because it provides the ease of use for it actually being just a browser-based game, and it's kind of bad on the other because of the load times and all that kind of stuff, although it is still in its beta stages, so hopefully they can improve this time in later versions, and maybe even add a launcher if some people wish to use that instead. Now, the game is pretty much just a normal first-person shooter, however, it has got a unique bit of gameplay where it's called poning, and for example, once you've killed someone, you have, I think it's 5 seconds to run over to their body and press G, and this will allow you to do your little emote thing on them, and by doing this, you get extra points and XP and all that kind of stuff. So it's sort of, I don't know, I don't really think it's added in there for any particular reason. I think it's just to have a bit of fun with the game. I don't think it's to stop camping or anything like that. It's just an extra way to make the game different and unique. Now, while you're playing through the game and at the end of the game, you get coins, and this will allow you to buy different things such as like different armor, different skins and all that kind of stuff, as well as buying different weapons. And it's not really hard to get, and plus once you kill someone you can go and pick up coins, and I think you can actually pick up the coins of other people that have been killed as well. So you can just go around collecting these coins and yeah, just buy better items at the end of the game. Now, since this game does have an element of microtransactions, people are able to put money in and buy these items, but I sort of find that it's not really overpowered considering it doesn't really take that long to get these coins up to buy these better weapons. So yeah, it doesn't really feel unbalanced in that sense. So as I said before, the game is still in its beta stages, and you do find some bad servers in there every now and then when you go to search for one. So for example, I joined one the other day and it was extremely laggy and I pretty much just had to leave the game. But in other times you can find an alright server and then check the ping and it is still 200. So it's not noticeably laggy in some servers, but yeah, it is sometimes hard to find a server, especially if you're from a place like Australia, and yeah, so hopefully they can fix this kind of stuff in the full release. Now, something that has been included in this game that I really like is when you actually shoot people, it shows how much damage you're doing by showing points coming off them. Now, I haven't actually seen this done in many other games, and I sort of hope that they do, but I can understand why other games have chosen not to do this because it sort of takes away from the realism. But it's quite good in this game because then when you're using certain guns, you can sort of work out where to shoot people will do the most damage and how much each gun does, and it sort of provides you with all this other information, and yeah, basically can change how you play and you can work out how much damage each gun does and all that kind of stuff. This game sort of fills the void that's left behind by lots of these other competitive games, and sort of after a certain amount of time that you just don't want to play, like let's take for example Call of Duty, and you still want that competitive feel. This game definitely provides you with that, and I've found myself hopping on just to play one game and then I'll be playing multiple just because of how enjoyable it is. So if you're looking for a free first-person shooter that's sort of competitive but not 100% serious, I recommend that you go and check out this game. I mean, it's free, you can't really go wrong with that, and you should have a good time with it. So anyway, this sort of brings me to the end of my short review of the beta stage of Offensive Combat. So if you've looked at this and it's even slightly interested you, I definitely recommend you go and check it out and sign up for it. So if you did like this video, give it a like, and if you've got any comments on either another review you want me to do, or if you've gone and checked out Offensive Combat and you can come back and tell me whether you like it or not, put them below. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. If you want to see any more of my reviews, the top one is a review of the recently released mod Black Mesa, and the bottom one is my Borderlands 2 review. So I'll see you guys next time.